We're going to work a little bit on just straight out fielding. When the ball is coming straight at you and you're throwing straight ahead, the first thing that we want to make sure of is that our left foot is forward. Not just a little bit. If your feet are too close together, two things may happen. You will probably sit down to field the ball, or you're going to get your butt up in the air and you're going to be looking down on the ball. We need enough stride to get your weight on your left knee and keep you balanced here. The longer the stride, the lower to the ground you can get, the better you can see the ball, the bounce of the ball. So you're better off with a long stride. Now, the right heel has a lot to do with your fielding. When the heel is straight, your shoulders are straight. If the heel turns, a lot of times your shoulders will turn. And there are some girls, if you go and grab the heel and turn the heel, their shoulders will react accordingly. So one thing that you might watch in the girls when you work with them is that the back heel is straight back. That'll help them keep their shoulders square. I'm going to roll balls to them. They're going to come through. They're going to field the ball, and they're going to front step and make a throw to the catcher here. We're going to take this nice and easy so that you can see what they're doing and you can see what we're trying to get accomplished. Okay. Ready? Nice and easy. Here we go. Watch your shoulders. You have to make sure that the ball is close to your left foot so that your shoulders remain square. Watch the pull in. The further outside you bring the ball, the longer it's going to take you to get to throwing position. You should be fielding that ball, and that ball should be coming right through your body and up to the throwing position. You shouldn't be kicking your hips out too far. The ball should go right through your body. Okay. Quick snap. Show me the snap. Her upper body stayed down too long. The left foot has got to kick your upper body up quicker so she can make a quicker throw. Her upper body, like I said, was down at an angle too long. You can't throw out if your body is down at an angle. That was pretty quick. Slight turn of hips, not much, but she gets the ball back to the throwing position a little bit quicker. Upper body still must come up a little quicker. What I would like to see from her is I'd like to see a little bit longer stride. The longer stride will let her get down to the ground a little bit more. The lower to the ground she gets, the better she's going to see the bounces on hard hit balls. Okay. If you notice her snap, she's got a very good snap. She throws any place in the infield from that position there. What I just saw though, the ball was on the right hand side of her body. So if you remember how I explained it before, the ball on the right hand side of the body, she gave the runner one free step because it should have been fielded next to her left foot, not letting the left foot go past the ball. She came up to the ball, she fielded the ball with a slight shuffle. The shuffle will actually take away some of your throwing power. So if you want smoothness and you want a little bit more power, the right foot must go past the left foot. Okay. So far, she came up the quickest as far as getting the hit up, looking for the target. So if she can get that hit up that quick and get the ball to the throwing position, she'll be able to get a quicker release. Now if you saw our lefty come up to make the play, she fielded the ball on the side of her body, and understand there is no left-hander that I know of that can field the ball in front of them. It's a natural movement for them. The ball will always be on the side of the body. That was a pretty good job she did. Okay. What you just saw is what most girls do. She fielded the ball nice and smooth. She came up for the throw nice and smooth, but her hands paused at her chest. The ball should be in the throwing position so that when you see the target, you can make the throw. If your hands are not there when you see the target, it's going to take you a little bit more time to get the ball to the throwing position. You've given the runner another stride. If it's a slapper, you might lose the play. When we're at the third base position and we're charging the ball, we should be charging the ball with our left foot. We never want the ball on the right side. When we come up to the ball, the last step that we take with our left foot is going to cut to our left. The ball should remain center line left of the body. We've created momentum going to our left side. This will allow us to field the ball, take our crossover step, and as our right foot hits the ground, the ball should already be here with our left shoulder pointed to the target. So when I come to the ball, I'm going to come to the ball hard, field, and I'm here. My left shoulder's already pointed there, ball's already ready to be thrown. That's what I need to do for them to start working on, because if they can do that, the next step is being able to come up to the ball, cut, and throw to second base without stopping. If we stop to field the ball, then throw to second base, we're losing time. So I want to make sure that by them learning the crossover, we can make that throw to second base without stopping, and we'll be quicker. Okay. Ready? We're working on that crossover now. Okay. Ready? Okay. Right now, we're going to work a little bit on the fielding techniques. What I did was I put all of the girls at third base. I'm going to roll them a ball. I'm going to have them come through the ball, field the ball, and use proper footwork to fake a throw to first base. The first time through, we're just going to fake a throw. What I'm looking for is they need to make sure that the ball is center line left of the body. They need to make sure that the right foot crosses over the left foot. You don't want to click heels, you don't want to backstep. You want to make sure your shoulders are square to the ball and not having your shoulders turn to the third base line, which gives you a bigger turn to make the throw to first base. So we've got one left-hander here. Now it's the left-hander's chance to turn pivots. So we'll get to watch her pivot. Okay. When she came up and fielded the ball that time, she had the ball a little bit on the right-hand side of her body, which means her left foot went one step past the ball, which means she gave the runner one free step. So we've got to work a little bit harder on keeping the ball closer to our left foot. Okay. When she fielded that ball, her glove was a little bit too far straight up and down. You've got to remember that anytime your glove is straight up and down, that's using an indication that the glove is underneath you. We can't field the ball in front of us with our hands this way. So if we don't see this, it's telling us we're too deep on the ball. Okay? When she came up to this ball, she gave a slight stutter step. Instead of giving a stutter step in order to field the ball to get the length of your stride correct, what she should have done was just extended her stride. By extending the stride, you pick up any extra distance that the stutter step was giving you, and your momentum would bring you right up for the throw. So she needs to get away from the stutter step. She needs to learn to go right through the ball. Okay? Okay. Kiana does a very good job. For her size and her age, 10 and under, she's been able to charge the ball. She's been able to get that front step well enough that she creates enough momentum to throw any distance that she has to. She's been training with the 16 under, 18 and under girls because she's been doing so well. So I don't believe in holding a girl back. If she can do the job, she shouldn't be staying in her age bracket. She should be going up with the older girls. I'm talking about training, not necessarily on what team she plays for, what age level she plays at. Okay. No, she came up to the ball, she fielded the ball nicely, but she has a habit of looking down. She shouldn't be looking down. When she fields the ball, she should start looking at the target, because when the right foot hits the ground, the ball should be in the throwing position. She should be throwing the ball as soon as the left foot hits. Okay. Next one is a left-hander. Now she's going to have to turn a pivot. Now, the thing about left-handers, I do not know any left-hander that is actually capable of fielding the ball in front of them. 99% of left-handers will field the ball behind them. So I never say too much about that. So let's see how she does on this play. Ready? Okay. Slight sit down. When you feel the ball, she's a lefty, so her weight should be on her right knee. Let's take a right-hander. All the weight should be right here. Okay? If you have weight distributed between your left and your right, here's what happens. I've got reach, I've got an easy pop here because my momentum's coming forward. Once I have weight on my right side, it puts me more into a sitting position. I'm going to slow down, and in the case of short hops, I can't reach as far. So I want to make sure that my stride is long and I have all my weight right here on my left foot. Then it's an easy pop with the momentum that I have. What's next, girl? Okay. Much better. That was a much better play for her. She came up, she got the ball up quicker, ready to throw the ball. Ready? Okay. She came up, she's ready to go. Jasmine uses a short snap for her throws. Any place on the field that she's playing, she uses a short snap. So you can't underestimate how she throws the ball. She didn't pull the ball back very far, but she snaps it off very well from right there. Ready? Okay. Now, she stutter step coming up to the ball. Okay. She's hesitant tonight. I've seen what she can do. I know she's better than that. Okay. As soon as she's on a roll, she'll show you much more than that. But she needs to charge the ball, extend her stride, and go through the ball. Remember what I said about the long stride. The harder you run, the longer stride you need when you feel the ball in order to come up quicker for the throw. Okay. That was pretty good. Slight clicking of the heels, but her weight was coming forward. Usually when you see your heels click, the body will go straight up and down, and there's a pause. Okay? But she kept her momentum going, so it helped her right there. Let's watch Kiana. Ready? Okay? Kiana has that slight sit-down position. Okay? Once she overcomes that, she's going to gain much more power on her throws. But right now, she's doing a very good job. She can throw the ball any place in the infield without any problem. Ready? Okay? Okay? Now, it's deceiving when you look at girls with long legs. Okay? Sometimes you look at those girls and you don't think they're running very far, but you don't realize how much ground they're covering. Haley covers a lot of ground. She just needs a longer stride because when she fielded this ball, she's looking down a little bit more than I would like. I like players down low enough where they can look out instead of down. You don't want to look on the top of the ball to field the ball. You want to look out so you get a better vision of where you're moving to and where your targets are. Okay? Okay? That was pretty good. She was quick coming through. But if you notice again what I was saying, there's a slight sit-down position. So all these girls that have a slight sit-down position, they're quick, but they could be quicker. And that's what we got to work on. So everybody has something to work on. And the bad thing about it is that as soon as we fix that, there's something else to work on. Okay? But that's life. But all these girls are very good athletes. They do the job at the position they play, and I'd put them up against almost anybody out there. Okay? Now, in order to show them what I'm talking about, we're going to start to execute. We're going to use our cut, and we're going to throw the ball to second base without stopping. If the girls are strong enough, they can use an off-foot throw. If they're not, they're going to have to use a power throw. The difference, if the right toe points to the target, that means the hips and shoulders can't turn and they go into an off-foot throw. It's a little bit quicker throw, but you can't handle as much distance as you can with the power throw, left foot forward and throwing the ball. So we're going to find out right now. Okay. The last player that came up, her hand got to the glove a little bit slow. So she needs to get her hand to the glove a little bit quicker, and then if she got the ball a little bit further out in front, she would be a lot quicker than this. She spent a little bit too much time looking at the target, and that's what you don't want. That's why we have to emphasize getting the ball to the throwing position by the time you see your target, or by the time your right foot hits the ground. The left-hander, this time she took a little bit too long to throw the ball. The nice thing about it is that she realizes she has to get off the ground a little bit higher than normal in order to finish such a big turn. So understand, on the pivots, when you're throwing to the opposite side at this angle here, you need more time to make the turn. You might have to get off the ground a little bit more. She turned her shoulders to the right side just a little bit. She needs a little bit more square, and then she'll have a smaller turn.